Hey everyone, so the following is a video that I filmed almost 2 years ago, right after I just moved into this place, and I never edited or uploaded it. I don't remember why, but I still agree with my past self and it was pretty cute, so I hope you enjoy. I have mixed feelings about list videos, but you know what, who cares? I want to talk about these things, so let's just do it. So these are things that I've never done that are super geeky, but I kind of not so secretly really want to try if the opportunity ever presented itself. I don't know if I'm gonna actively try and make these things happen, but they're things that I am open to. Quidditch. I'm not athletic. I don't like sports. I don't understand watching sports. I understand why people like watching sports. I get it. I have a lot of friends who like watching sports. No disrespect to people who like sports, but I personally get really, really bored whenever sports are on TV or at a game, which doesn't really happen very often. I think partially it's because I don't understand the rules completely, and every time someone tries to teach it to me, I always forget because I don't go home and like watch it on my own, so I don't really know what's going on, and I just get like really, really restless, and I don't enjoy playing it myself. So that being said, I don't think I'd ever actually join like a Quidditch team, but I would love to try the game because I have seen Quidditch matches and I have seen Quidditch, I almost said rehearsals, practices, and it looks really fun. It looks awesome, and I think it's partially the super geeky Harry Potter living out those fantasy type things. I remember the first time I saw an actual Quidditch match going on, I got into it, and I'm not a competitive person and I don't really like care for cheering on teams and such, but I did. I was cheering on a team and I was getting into it and I was shouting and I was cheering and I was like, this is what sports are? I think I understand. I don't think I'd be very good at it, honestly. I'd probably want to be a beater so I could throw things at people rather than getting them thrown at me. I think that's how it works, right? I'm not sure. I don't know. Out of all the sports that exist, Quidditch is the one that I would be like, yeah, let's play some Quidditch. Let's do it. Let's get a team. Let's have some fun and not take ourselves too seriously at all. Dungeons and Dragons. I've played twice before. I played in a group once. I was a player character. They never invited me back. I think they took themselves really seriously and I kind of just wanted to have fun. It didn't really mesh the personalities, so that didn't happen. I also played as the Dungeon Master in a kind of beginner's kit, sort of starter kit thing that you can get at like a bookstore, and it was a very, very, very beginner level, stripped down, nothing really serious. And I played with my parents, I think, and that was, I don't know, and I think I also played another time with one other person, and she was the player character and I was the Dungeon Master, and that just doesn't completely work. I've never been in a campaign, is what I'm trying to say. I've never been a part of like a recurring group of people who get together and continue the same story, and that sounds like something that would be so much fun. Ideally, I would want to be the Dungeon Master because the thing that really attracts me to the game is the fact that it's not, you know, like a normal board game. I don't really like board games. I don't like card games. I don't like competitiveness. This isn't competitive, this is cooperative. And the Dungeon Master kind of writes the story. They bring the characters into this world and they throw obstacles at them and then see what they do, and it's kind of this back and forth creating this story and playing this game, and I think that would be so much fun. Also, I might have a little bit of control issues because I like being in charge, but I think it would be so much fun to be the Dungeon Master. Maybe I should try being a player character first to get a hang of the game, but if I was playing in an entire group of newbies, then it wouldn't matter, right? Right? I've toyed around with the idea of playing online before, but that never really happened. I think in the 7th grade I got a Sailor Moon RPG game book, and your characters that you create are Sailor Scouts, and it had all these great scenarios in the back, but I got it at a sleepover birthday party and I went to sleep before one of my friends and she read the entire book cover to cover, so I could never play with her because we both knew all the secrets, and I don't think any of my other friends actually really were that interested in it, so I've never actually played my Sailor Moon RPG game, and I have that book somewhere, probably at my parents' house. LARPing? Okay. So I've seen multiple documentaries about LARPing. I've seen it referenced in TV and movies. I've seen the lightning bolt video. And I've even seen people in parks in the past hitting each other with foam swords and thought, oh, I should walk in the other direction. But I've been kind of getting into it on YouTube a little. There's a lot of different narrative series and then reality series about the sort of world of LARP, and I kind of maybe getting really into it. I don't know. Again, I may fall into the trap of really wanting to be the game master and being the NPCs, the non-player characters, and kind of controlling things a little. But I feel like in this situation it would definitely be beneficial to start off as a player character, and if I'm going as a noob. But I don't want to go alone, and I know my husband would not be into it. And usually these involve camping overnight. I don't know if I'll ever LARP, but it certainly looks like something that would be a ton of fun because of the whole cosplay element and the sort of roleplay freedom to do whatever and act and be silly and completely like you're a kid playing make-believe, but with a bunch of adults in the forest. I don't know. I'm not sure how much I would like the fighting element per se. I don't know if it's for me. I don't know. I get shy too, especially around new people. I get really shy. So I don't know. Maybe I should play a shy character. So those are my top 3 geeky bucket list things that I would be okay with if they happened. Comment below if you've done any of those things, have any advice or warnings or places in Maryland that do any of those things, because that's where I'm located at the moment and don't know anything about where those things are, because yeah. Meow.